What's up, trainers? So I'm going to be coming at you guys again today with another Regulation H Pokemon VGC video, and the focus of today's video, we're kind of going to focus on Maushold. You know, Maushold is a Pokemon that is pretty annoying, it's pretty powerful, it can kind of be played different ways, and I'm going to kind of show you the way that I played. So right here we got Maushold here. It's a normal type Pokemon with the ability Technician. It has other abilities such as Friend Guard, so you can play this a little bit bulkier. But for this team, we decided to go for Technician here. Moves that have base power of 60 or less have 1.5 power. So this Population Bomb is going to increase it. And the crazy thing is, you got to understand, look, Population Bomb hits 10 times. So 20, 10, that's already 200 base power. Just from one Population Bomb, as long as you don't miss. But for that, we got the wide lens here. We're going to boost our accuracy a little bit. We got Terra Ghost for fake out pressure, you know, to where we can't get faked out. And we got Protect, Follow Me. The EVs are pretty simple. Max, attack and speed, Jolly Nature. Especially for this format, we just want this Maushold to be able to outspeed everything. We do have Fake Tears here as good tech. Reason being because we also have our next Pokemon on the field. We have Gholdengo. So Gholdengo's a pretty nasty Pokemon, pretty powerful. We did 52 HP, 4 defense, 196 special, 4 speed def, and we just maxed its speed out here with Intimidate Nature. So Make Your Rain's pretty busted. You know, it's a spread move. It's going to be able to hit both. Terra Water on the Gholdengo with Life Orb, extra damage, and good as gold here is going to make you immune to status moves. So what I like to personally do is you lead Gholdengo and Maushold, right? Say you get the board clear and you get them on the field. You can essentially go for Follow Me, Nasty Plot, right? And if you feel like you want to be more aggro, you can throw a Fake Tears out there and hit a Shadow Ball or Make It Rain and really do some nasty damage or something, you know? So like, you guys kind of see how these kind of lead into each other there. You know, and Gholdengo itself, it's good against Rillaboom, it's good against Primarina. You know, a lot of the common things that you're going to see in this meta right now. Let's see what else we got. We got our Dozo, right? So, you guys know the last video that we did, the Psyduck video. That was a Dozo-based team. And here we are again using Dozo once again. So, this Dozo is so crazy, actually. I know Pokemon like Annihilate have been running rampant. But look at Unaware, right? This Pokemon ignores a stat changes of other Pokemon when taking or doing damage. So we don't care about Incineroar's Intimidate. We don't care about Annihilate's Bulk Up. We're kind of good. We don't care about our Chaladon's Stamina. We're good, you know. Dozo does not care. That's why I stand by Dozo. You know, a lot of people are Dozo haters, but he's a good Pokemon to be using. And, you know, just like the old set on the Psyduck video, we had Terra Steel here. Reason B is to where you can defend yourself against Clear Smog Among Us. You know, you don't want to get your stats reset, then you're just a big fish again. But we got Wave Crash. I messed up there. Wave Crash, a really strong water type move. Get some KOs on the board. We can punish a lot of Pokemon with that. It's just stab and it's a threat, +2, especially. Earthquake is going to be our general spread damage. Mind you that if grassy terrain's ever on the field, you kind of can't play into the Dozo too heavily because Earthquake is going to have a half damage reduction. So keep that in mind. And Heavy Slam's also a good move as well. I normally like Heavy Slam because Dozo does outweigh a lot of the Pokemon in the format. And specifically against Alolan Ninetales, we just pick up the KO every time. So I'm a fan of Heavy Slam. And we got Protect here just to kind of, you know, take advantage of our leftovers here. And these are the stats we did here. Max the attack out. We want to hit as hard as possible. Jolly, boom. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we outspeed Maushold after the +2. So like, say if your opponent had Maushold, you're gonna be able to outspeed it once you get the double speed there. Yeah, we actually do. Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, that is actually crazy because we go from 90 to 180. And Maushold's at 179. So those are the nerd numbers there. I'm gonna bring up Glimmora too. Glimmora is a Pokemon that we've used a lot more in Regulation G, especially if you guys are around. If you guys are OGs, you guys remember the Lugia video. Yeah, Glimmora did a lot on that team. So we got Glimmora here. Max special attack, max speed. You know, this team lacked another fast special attacker other than Gholdengo, so Glimmora kind of fit the bill. We got Terra Ground on here for things like Arch, Electabuzz. Mortal Spin is the signature move of Glimmora. It poisons both opponents, so that's really good. Normally I like to lead Incineroar and Glimmora, kind of go for Fake Out, Mortal Spin, things like that. Earth Power is going to be really good. You Terra Ground, you can do some nice damage to our Chaladon. You can really take out Incineroar. Sludge Bomb, just good stab coverage against Rillaboom and other Pokemon that don't resist poison. And Spiky Shield, just another form of protect, you know. And the ability to Toxic Debris, you know, if you position yourself correctly, if your opponent has a lot of Pokemon that have to make contact, you throw those spikes on the field, they're going to get badly poisoned, and then essentially it becomes a Dozo game. Dozo can essentially out damage and outlast a lot of Pokemon that are badly poisoned. So there's that. And then the last Pokemon here that I want to focus on is I want to focus on Tatsugiri, right? So you guys know in the Psyduck video we had Choice Scarf Tatsugiri, right? We kind of played Tatsugiri as a supportive role, but you know, what about Choice Specs Tatsugiri? Me and my buddy Vic were on Showdown earlier today. You know, he helps me with a lot of these teams, you know, helps me fine tune them. And we got Choice Specs on the Tatsugiri. So you guys got to understand, this is where we're going to cook, right? 118 speed on the Tatsu, right? Boom. But then we got Incineroar, 119 speed, right? So essentially, if you ever get in a matchup where you get to go against, let's say our Chaladon, we all know a Chaladon likes to run Assault Vest, right? So you're going to be fast, boom, you're going to knock off the Assault Vest from our Chaladon. Tatsugiri cleans up with Draco Meteor. You can clean up with Dragon Pulse too, but Draco Meteor's 100%. Dragon Pulse, it's like a 1, maybe a 2% roll, so you be wary of that. We have Muddy Water. Muddy Water is just going to be good damage there, good stab. And we do got Terra Ghost, and if you guys notice, we got Terra Blast. So the Terra Blast on this actually cooks extremely hard because there's a lot of Pokemon in the format like Dragapult, Gholdengo, Annihilate. Terra Blast Ghost is something unprecedented that's just going to get the KO. As long as they don't Terra, you should be able to get the KO because your Choice Spec's boosted. And you guys remember, Terra Blast does more damage based on, like, you know, the stats. So this is pretty much good cleanup, and you know, if you really think about it, it's a threat inside of a threat, right? You got Tatsu Choice Specs, you can have Incineroar. When you get done, you can get Dozo in there. So pretty much this team is pretty much well-rounded for VGC play. I may potentially use this in the Global Challenge, so kind of look forward to that. Either we're gonna go Maushold or we're gonna go Corviknight. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys to the battlefield, and be sure to use the rental and follow me along. All right, let's see what my opponent starts with. So Murkrow and Sneasler, okay, that's not a bad lead. We know Sneasler is an issue with Dire Claw, but we do got Gholdengo on the team. So pretty much what my play is going to be is this, right? I could go for the Nasty Plot. I could go for straight damage. But, let's see. Yeah, because there's nothing Sneasler can do to me, right? So we're going to make it rain. And you know, Terra Ghost would actually work here, right? Make it rain, Terra Ghost, and we're gonna pop bomb on Sneasler. We're gonna bring the whole family into this attack. It's crazy because like Maushold was legit one of my like most, I mean, one of the laziest looking designs, but one of my like favorite, kind of like a Gen 2 style almost. Boom. So we're gonna go ahead and block the fake out there. There's a population bomb. Maushold may be able to take this down, right? Oh, there's a crit. But we're not done yet. Now, Murkrow's in a position to it's going to be taking a single target, make it rain. So this is the full power of Gholdengo's attack. Okay, not bad, not bad. So you guys already kind of see right now, this is kind of devastation. Do a little bit of follow me, right? Oh, my opponent's gonna terastallize. So my goal here is for a follow me. Hoping my opponent's Gholdengo just goes ahead and take me out. Okay. That's fine. Terra Flying is pretty unique. Okay, Tailwind's in effect. Okay, so now their team outspeeds every Pokemon on my side. Okay. Okay, so our mouse is gone. Our mouse is gone. We probably teared a little too early, but dodging that fake out berry was crucial. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in the Dozo. You guys know how I feel about Dozo. So we're going to bring in the Tatsu here, right? And we're just going to go for a nice wave crash into the Gholdengo. Because what can Gholdengo really do to Dozo, right? You know, for you guys who've seen the last video with Asada, you guys kind of see how we can repurpose some of our teams, right? Like, once you got that synergy that you like, you can kind of build a core around it. So here's Dozo. Dozo Giri versus the world. Here we go. Murkrow taking a passive turn. And that was a finesse, right? We got the Giri out. And you know, it's all about getting in position. Right now, we're in the most perfect position for Dondozo to run rampant. Here we go. And look, leftovers recovery, my friend. Now I'm going to do my best to get rid of that Murkrow. Because that Murkrow is already protected, right? And you know, it's fun because, like, even here, we got Heavy Slam against Pokemon like Ninetales, right? So we may just take the Ninetales out, honestly. It's damage based on weight. Heavy Slam. Ninetales is out of here. Ninetales is out. The Heavy Slam is too powerful. And you guys kind of see what we did, right? We were able to ignore the Murkrow here. But you guys saw how much utility Maushold gave us. So this is kind of like, you know, the first lead I like to go. Tatsugiri in the back. That's the first game, GG. Alright, so this is going to be a best of 3 battle here. I already got my opponent once. So we're going to start off with Incineroar and Tatsugiri here. Right, this Tatsugiri is pretty heat, I'm not going to lie. It's actually really heat. So I want to fake out Sneasler, right? Let's see. So I'm locking in here. Okay, Sneasel withdrawn, okay. Among Us, okay. Hey, this will be a good damage test. There's the knock into Gholdengo. No more leftovers. There's a Draco, we're dropping it. Yo, look at the damage. Look at the damage from young Master Tatsugiri. Color me impressed. Mind you, this is choice specs boosted, just so you guys know. My opponent gonna Terrasilize here, okay. Okay, the Terra flying. Now I think we just confirmed that our Incineroar is faster than Gholdengo right now. Like I said, this team, there's a reason to each stat. Okay. Ah, Tatsu. Tatsu missed the Draco. Come on, Tatsugiri. Tank it. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna bring out the mouse. Ooh, big Ursaluna, okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna Terra, right? I'm gonna Terra Bug. I'm gonna get the knockoff on the Ursaluna. And I'm gonna get the Population Bomb on the Gholdengo. Here we go. I think I'm pretty much driving this battle, right? Like the combination of like Maushold as a support and an offensive threat, it's so undermined, you know? Okay, Gholdengo gonna protect. Room service. Okay, we needed that, right? Flare Blitz. Oh, we can get a Population Bomb with the Ursaluna. Gholdengo gonna get withdrawn, okay. Sneasler. Yeah, I'm curious the damage we're gonna do onto this Ursaluna here. Oh, we did take a nice chunk of health. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Crazy. 10. Insane. What kind of pecking order is this? The mouse beats the bear. Can we get a burn? Okay, Golden goes back out. Okay. So, right, I'm gonna lock in, right? Dozo's gonna go out. And we're gonna protect the mouse, right? We're gonna protect the mouse for a turn. You know, if I keep getting consistent wins with this, I'm probably gonna bring this team to the global challenge this week. I'm gonna preserve my Incineroar for Intimidate and Fake Out pressure for later. But here comes the Dozo. The mouse gonna stay nice and protected. You gotta protect your family. Nice. Oh, make it rain. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Dodo's gonna eat this up. And we got leftover recovery to boot. Special attack drops. You know, there's a lot going on in these battles, but here we go. I mean, at this point, right? I mean, nah. I'm gonna wave press the Gholdengo here. And we're gonna get Incineroar back on the board, right? Yeah, we should survive that. Nice. The paralysis ain't nice, but we're okay. We're okay. Shadow Ball to Dozo. Nice. So now Dozo's gonna go for the wave crash. We have fake out pressure. I consider this GG. We even got the mouse in the back, you know? Nice leftovers pressure. You know, the crazy thing is we could even protect Dozo on U-turn, right? But this battle is pretty much won. Fake out pressure. Laser flinches. And Dozo puts the weight of the world on top of Sneasler. GG's. That's a GG. We're gonna hop into one of the last battles here. Nice. Nicely done, my friend. Alright, let's see what my opponent leads off with. Okay, Mouse Ape, okay. That's a good lead. That's a good lead. I don't like this, though. Inner Focus? Inner Focus? Okay, okay. I thought he was Defiant. He needs to be Defiant. So what we're gonna do here, right? Flare Blitz. Immortal Spin, right? That's the goal. Okay, okay. So what our aim is here is we're gonna poison both my opponents. So let's see. Let's see if we can pan it out. And the only reason I'm gonna go Terra Bug here is because I'm kind of afraid of a close combat. Let's see. Okay, follow me. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Well, Mortal Spin hits both, so we still get our poison out. We're still in this. There's a Flare Blitz. Oh, bulk up. Okay, bulk up, Ape. That explains it. You know, the cool thing is, in the back we do have an unaware Dozo. I'm not too worried. You turn Earth Power. Okay. Okay, so we took away the opposing Maushold there. There's a U-turn. You know, we just want to get Incineroar out of here, you know? That's all. Here comes Big Dozo. Okay, Drain Punch, okay, but now there's going to be some debris on the ground. But I think he has our Chaladon coming in, I'm sure. Insane. Okay, insane. Okay, so we're still in this. We're still in this. It has to be it has to be that in the back. So we're gonna double protect here. Get a little bit of chip damage. I'm pretty sure Annihilate's going for the offensive now. Oh, okay. Faking out the Dozo. Fair. Final Gambit. After all those bulk ups, he goes for that. A little bit more poison chip. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think from here, I'm just going to go ahead and go for the EQ, right? Well, actually, we'll get some damage to Annihilate. We'll bring in Tatsu. Alright, Tatsu's in. Commando should take effect. Boom. This is what we want. Boom, there's a wave crash. Here we go. Nice. And we get the crit. We get the crit to boot. So let's see if it's actually our Chaladon hiding in the back or not. That's the only thing I was worried about. Okay, our leftovers are knocked off. That's okay. That poison chip is ticking. Here we go. Let's see who it is. Oh, Corona. Okay. But he didn't even bring Arch. Okay, well, you know, we could just wave crash away. Like I said, everyone, I will be having a rental code in the description. You guys should have already have gotten it. Like I said, this is a pretty busted team. It's a pretty busted team. Boom. Completely ignored the Incineroar. Because of Unaware, we're completely ignoring Annihilate as well. Alright, let's finish this off. Wave crash. Battle was canceled. GG's.